What's up, people? Video a day. Hope everybody is having a great day. Today has been a emotional one for me today. It all started with church. I haven't been to church in a while, and I've been struggling mentally. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe God has some answers for me. And it was an emotional one just because the director of music, it was his last day. He was the guitarist. He was the lead singer, director of the whole music shebang thing, and it was his last day, and it was just a powerful, powerful day. Um, and one of the things that the pastor said was, um, usually he doesn't give it his all because he doesn't want it to be about him. He wants it to be about the whole congregation and everybody involved. But today, he really gave it his all, and you could tell with every song that he did, with everything that he said, um, and it was really cool. It was a cool experience, and I'm kind of struggling myself mentally. So, I mean, the things that Pastor was saying, and the things that the songs, and just the music was really emotional, and it got to me and my wife as well, and I think it was good for us. So that was a thing, and then went to Green Bay, made a trip, and got a book called The Power of Now, and I also got Mastery by Robert Greene. This one's by Eckhart Tolle. Power of Now, and I've heard of this one several times, and heard how powerful it was, and it really is. I started reading it a couple hours ago, probably an hour ago, and it just, I mean, the first 20 pages is freaking awesome. I think I was at 22 pages in, and I've learned so much already. One of my problems is that I think too much. I'm a truck driver. What do truck drivers do? They think a shit ton. So when it comes to thinking, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of thoughts that aren't very nice, very good. There's a lot of premeditated arguments. There's a lot of premeditated things that you're not even going to say. That you're not even going to, I'm trying to find the word. I know the word, but I can't. Entertain. And it's all in your head. It's all in my head. And what this book is trying to get you to do is realize those negative thoughts aren't real, And one of the things that I was reading about was, lost my train of thought. Let me bring it back. One of the things that I've read was how to control those bad thoughts. And one technique is to witness that thought. So like if you have a bad thought, don't even think about the thought, but think of you witnessing that thought. Like your body is witnessing that thought. And so while you're thinking of that thought is like diminishing because you're thinking of yourself witnessing that thought. At least that's what I got from it. I hope that made sense. And so what that's going to do is going to, really bring this, they call it no mind. They're going to bring this no mind into your head. Like it's just, you're not thinking about anything, because you're thinking about that thought. I don't know. It's really hard to explain. I know what it's saying. And that's one of the techniques. Another technique is literally what it says on the cover of the book is the power of now. So when you're having a bad thought, or you can just do this whenever, focus on the now. Like literally focus on what you're doing. It could be something as simple as washing a dish, or I don't know, they had a couple examples, but I can literally use anything. Folding laundry, cleaning something, washing your hands. Really focus on what you are doing. The 5 senses. My wife was actually talking about this, how it's literally the 5 senses technique. Like focusing on the look, like how it looks, how it feels, how it smells. Literally take your mind off of everything else and focus on that one thing. And I was actually going to do a video on this. It's funny, before all this, before I read the book. And it really does help. Focus only on that thing that you are doing. And you should do something productive and something that will kind of keep your hands busy and stuff. At least that's what I think would help. But literally focus on the now. And it's funny, they had a little story in the beginning that kind of hooked you in. And it was about this beggar. This beggar was sitting on this road for 30 years. Same road, begging for money. And this one guy comes up to him and he's like, well, do you have any, can you spare some change? And the guy's like, no. But what's in that box? And this beggar was sitting on this box all 30 years. He's like, oh, it's just a box that I sit on. It's not important. He's like, go ahead, take a look what's in that box. And he's like, no, it's not important. He's like, go ahead, take a look. And the beggar opened the box and it's full of gold, you know. And what the author was trying to say was, take a look inside, you know. Not inside of a box, not inside of a thing, but inside yourself, you know. And I really think that's super powerful. Like, we need to take a look inside ourselves and think what we are thinking about, you know. And it says don't even think, but I'm still I'm new at this, so I don't the point is to not think. The point is to have these gaps of, like I said before, of not thinking and just have peace, you know. Just have nothing, which is hard because your brain literally can't stop thinking, but I guess there's a way to not think, so I guess I'm striving for that. And it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough when I'm out there on the road, but I'm ready to practice this, and hopefully somebody that is listening to this that is struggling can practice it as well. Just remember, observe yourself thinking about that bad thought, because then it's gonna diminish that bad thought because you're thinking about that thought, and then think about the now, just the now, or think about the now. Like when I'm driving, I'll have a bad thought or whatever, and then I'll think about, this is what I'm gonna try to do. Think about the truck, you know, the truck that is moving me, or the noise that it's making, or I'll think about the road ahead of me. Obviously, I gotta pay attention to the road ahead of me. Just think about something else. Which is he even said in the book, like, it's contradictory, which you're not supposed to think, but you're supposed to think about something else, or, you know, be in the now. I don't know. I'm kind of confusing myself now. Be in the now, because when you're in the now, you're not thinking. So don't think. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out, so yeah. I'm repeating myself. I hope everybody has a good day, and I will see you in the next video. All right, peace.